It's your girl, Lou Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said she got it, if you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Lou Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Lou Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survivor. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined. Got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, we back in the fold, back in the fold. Happy Wednesday. What is up, my love? Shout out to y'all Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Wednesday night. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Hey, a little quick one too, y'all. Little after party of my sister's live. Let me see who we got up in this thing. This is so impromptu, y'all. Ain't nothing going on. We just gonna do a little quick one too for the one two. Okay, it's a few people live. Shout out to everybody. It's a lot going on, and it's a whole lot of nothing going on. Okay, yeah, a whole lot of nothing going on, but it's still a lot going on. Hey, Miss Love now. Hey, Terry, bro. Ooh, let me take these earphones off because I feel like I can't hear myself. I feel like I can't hear myself. Latte back in this thing. My bro Terry coming through with the copyright and fair use. Hey, Miss Glenda, Miss Witty. Let me see. I see you talking, Ish. Latte, I was laughing myself, okay? It is all love, my girl. You know I don't take that serious. I'll be joking too. Hey, Scorpio Stings. Thank you, Miss Glenda, for that super chat blessing, my love. Hey, T. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Renee. Lot of business. I couldn't speak to y'all individually over there in Harm Live, but we lit, baby. Hey, Miss Cynthia, Miss Stephanie. Who else we got? Miss Denise, Brown Cat Eyes. We got Miss Cynthia Craig, R. Chapman. Thank you for that cash out blessing. We got Micheline, solid as a rock, formerly known as Miss Angela Dickerson, Queen Money Soul Gang, Nana Karen, Miss E. We got, let's see, let me go up a little bit so I don't miss nobody. Miss Beverly, Miss Meech. Okay, that's a new name. Brittany Tyner in this thing, Miss Annette. Coming through with the late night vibe. Y'all know I don't do this often. I be in that bed. I am an early bird. Hey, Taquita. Hey, Christina. Hey, CS. I'm intrigued to see who's going to be in here on this late night live. It probably won't be too many people because, like I said, it's so impromptu and it's a few people live at this time, y'all. Hey, Kiara. Who else we got? Let me see. Peace be still, chosen by God. Courtney in the building. Tell me something good. Shout out to you, my girl. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Laurie. Who else? My sister Tajay in this thing. Scorpio Steam. We got Miss Erica, Gemini Rising. Who else? Capricorn Ma. Shout out to Miss Geraldine for the super sticker blessing. Just get here. Hey, look, I can chat. Shout out to you, my love. Let me see. The real McCoy. Go to sleeper page. Oh Lord. Hey Miss Jackie. Hey Lily. Hey Demetria. Thank you, Brittany. It's actually not a new one. I used this one before. I just ain't used it in a while. I ain't used that one in a while. Hey Mickey. Okay, that looks like another new name, child. Been seeing a few new names coming through. Um, what's going on with sleeper, y'all? We kind of talked about it a little bit on Harm's Live. Something about a GUN or something. Somebody giving out like on your address. Child, he need to go have several seats. Hey, Suicide. I'm gonna check it out though. If y'all want me to see, I'm gonna see. Y'all know I had stopped going on his page because after he disrespected Queen Step the way he did, ooh, it had my blood falling. Okay, I just don't like the fakeness. I don't like the I'm a prophet 1 minute, but the next minute I'm cussing women out like that. That's not cool. That's not cool. His mouth is reckless. He make a ninja want to catch a flight. So sometimes you just gotta stay away from people like that. Like he looked like he ready to risk it all for Laonia. The crazy thing is he got a whole wife. That's the crazy part. But okay, sir. Let me see. Hey, Epiphany by Tiffany. I love that name. Hey, Miss Duncan. Hey, Miss Janice. All right, y'all. Y'all know we're gonna do a little quick one too. If y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac1. Also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. I do have a goal set. It is not mandatory, but it is greatly appreciated as it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Run it up for your girl if you can. Okay, y'all know I got a goal set for myself this month. That's why I've been giving y'all constant, consistent content. I did my big one this month. If you know, you know. Okay, because I don't do that often, y'all. You can also support the platform by, oh, my eye itching. Ooh, getting a membership. My bad, y'all. You know, sometimes the corner of your eyes start itching real crazy. Ooh, um, my bad. Getting a membership. Shout out to all my members, days 1, 2s, and 3s. When I went live yesterday, I did a members live right after. So if you ain't a member and you want to get in on all of the exclusive content, the court tea, and everything like that, you got to grab up that membership. Make sure y'all watching those ads as they come through. That is crucial to our revenue. That's how we make our little coins outside of supers. The ads is where it's at. Okay, that's where we make our coins, y'all. But if y'all ain't watching them ads, we ain't getting paid. And hit that like button. That's free. Like $3.99. Can't beat that. Okay. Anyways, let me see. Let me see what's going on Sleepy Page since y'all told me to go look. Because he doing a lot, y'all. He doing way more. And the crazy part is, this is what's mind boggling to me, right? So when RH was with Laonia, Sleepy ain't said jack ish, right? Nothing. We didn't even know he existed the whole time she was with her husband, right? So once RH leave Laonia, he starts to become more vocal. Okay, that's how we found out who he was. But she ended up jumping right back into a relationship with Janostrals, and Sleepy is still vocal, if not louder. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you speaking so much when this lady got a whole man? Why her man ain't speaking up for her? Because I know if that was my man and another man was speaking as loudly as he's speaking, he would have a problem. Baby daddy or not. Because you got to know your place, baby. You got to know your place. And it's given he don't know his place. Like, it's okay to defend the mother of your kids, to defend your children, but what's the limit? What's the cap of it? Because at this point it's like, dude, you ready to crash out and burn over that old booty cat. Like, are you trying to get that old thing back? Are we missing something? Because it's given way more than I'm sure you wanted to give. And everybody can see it. Okay? No. My baby daddy would not be out here. I mean, my husband would not be out here doing all that. No, we ain't. No, ninja. What you doing? I'd have to question it because, yeah, that I understand that's your baby mama, but no, yeah, it needs to be some type of boundaries, and apparently there is none at this point. It really make you think if the wife is even still around, because it's like what? So he posted. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. You see, y'all made me go on this ninja page. Oh Lord. Okay, let's see. I see he posts a few things. I hadn't been going on his page, like I said, because he be doing too much. Um, let's see. Leave your Instagram. So, okay, let me go over this first because I see this was posted on a page or whatever, and it says, um, Walter Battle, who is Laonia Battle's father, is a convicted ex offender. Here is his charges. Viewers' discretion is advised. He is a whole child M, and I don't care if he was Jesus' dad, he wouldn't be around my kids, period, supervised or unsupervised. He will never get to know his grand. So that was posted, I guess, in a group or something, and somebody must have sent it to Sleepy, and he posted it with the caption, RH, I believe. Why he keep tagging RH? Like, I understand, yes, you feel like that's his supporters that's posting stuff, but that man ain't responsible for everybody. Like, come on now. Say you want clout emotion without saying you won't. Because that's what it's given. So he say, RH, I believe you and your supporters wash cars in the rain and then wonder why the car still isn't dry, shaking my head. Sir, first and foremost, how, like, you insinuating that RH and his supporters are slow, but what's slow about what that person said in that message? Where's the lie? Because a background and a record is very much present. It's very much public record. It very much exists. So I'm trying to see where's the slow moment for you to even make that caption. What did she say wrong? She says she don't care, supervised or unsupervised, anybody with that type of record ain't being around her cheering. Period. Where's the slow moment? I'm confused, y'all. Because he insinuating in his post as if um she said something wrong. Like what did she say wrong? Or is it because she brought it to the forefront? I mean, it's out there now. Everybody knows his charges. So how is she slow? I would say the ones who don't speak on it and who have a problem with people speaking on it is the slow ones. Yeah, that makes more sense. Because who in their right mind gonna defend a PDF file, a registered vehicle, or well, unregistered vehicle? Because he ain't on the registry didn't even go into effect until 2 years after he caught the charge. That's the crazy part. So he say, and y'all wonder why it still isn't dry. Shaking my head. Y'all think it's okay to come on live Bible studies to be messy. The Most High is going to catch up with y'all. Better repent. Well, if that's the case, you think it's okay to call a woman the B word and then post a scripture. What you think the Lord gonna do to you? Are you exempt? I really believe that's what gives slow to me. I really believe that him and his baby mama think that they are exempt from God's wrath. Like everybody else can get it, but they can't. Like they can do whatever they want, and everybody else gonna get caught up in the rapture, but they good. Okay, they straight. Why they think they got that much favor? I don't know, child. Like y'all done lost y'all mind. Hold on, y'all. Let me hold up. I got a call coming through. I'm live. They didn't lost. They really didn't lost their mind. Like, what makes you think you can claim to be a prophet? That is embarrassing. I really don't believe God wants nobody out here representing Him and speaking in that type of manner. Do you think God is proud? Do you think God don't have a problem with you calling women the B word and mutts and talking about, ooh, I wonder what my baby mama tastes like? Like what? And then to quote a scripture right after is even more bizarre. It shows your mind frame, sir. Like it shows that you can play on the devil's playground and listen. If you know if you since you think you know the Bible so well, then you also know that God is a jealous God. You can't play with the devil, play in the dirt with the devil, and then try to think you're gonna follow God's word. It don't work like that. If anything, that's the ones who get hit the hardest with his wrath. The ones who think they can play in his face. No. At least they have some people out here that's like, okay, I'm gonna do what I do, but I ain't gonna play with God. It's y'all bold ones that think y'all can play in his face and still pretend to worship him to a certain level. No, that's the ones that get hit the hardest with their wrath feet. He lost his mind. Talking about child, it's the condemning for me. Like you don't have no heaven or hell to put nobody in. If anything, you gonna fall in that up first, okay? Then got the nerve to quote Matthew 18:6. You don't go sat down. So that was one. And then he posted, wait, let me go down. Comments. Pew pewing about Laonia's added. Um, let's see, makes you wonder if those twins are Prophet Dry Pocket because he goes so hard for Laonia. But where were you when she was married to our age for 6 years? Lily say read the comments between him and Big Tongue. What? Where those comments at? We are at the after party. Yes, ma'am. He's a hot mess. The only time he gets motion is when he speaks on RH. He made a post about him also. Wow, that's crazy. Y'all loved it. I'm glad. I was like, y'all, what y'all thought about the birthday live, baby. Let me see. I wouldn't be surprised. Whoo, listen, y'all. You never know. Hey, Castle 66. Hey, Tokyo Blue. Because he's going a little hard. What's up? I am her. Like, dude, I ain't never seen nobody go that hard. You know, I could see if he's actually saying something in reference to his children. You know. Let me see. Thank you, Queen Wilson. Thank you for that super sticker blessing, my love. You say, what up, Lupa? Keep that heat coming. You and Latte are the best. Queen step 2, and I'm tired of that through that ran through 3 or 4 lives. Thank you, my love. Thank you for your support. It is greatly appreciated. Gemini rising, he working overtime to get monetized. Shit. Ooh, that slip. But Facebook ain't even really paying like that unless they're paying like the smaller pages, maybe. I don't know, y'all. Maybe they paying like the little smaller pages, but the big pages that's really making them coins, maybe not. So he posted a video. I don't know if it has music with it or not, y'all, but he's literally in the woods somewhere. Why somebody said he was in her yard? That don't look like her yard to me. That look like he in NC where he live in the country, because there's a lot of country wooded areas there. And his caption says, "I'ma say this once and one time only. Y'all think it's cool to post my BM, Miss La on your address. Hear me loud and clear. If any of y'all dusty clown ASS pop over her crib with my kids in the house to do harm, I promise that will be the last house you will pop up at. Please don't let the necessary occur." What are you gonna do? Like, I'm confused. You in a whole nother state. Like, what? How the fact okay, listen. Let me not be so biased, okay? I understand uh, you know, I get the big picture of what he's trying to do. But the fact that you live in a whole nother state, if somebody was to even pop up over there, by the time they get there and do whatever they gonna do, you wouldn't even have time to. You wouldn't even get there in time. Like, that don't that sound crazy to y'all? It's given. Let me post this for some clout. Let me do a little clout post. We get it, okay? We get it, sir. We get it, but it makes no sense because y'all don't even live in the same state. Y'all don't even live in the same state. And where was this energy when it was really needed? That's the part I don't understand. Yes, you are supposed to be a protective father. That's your job, to protect your kids, whether they with you or the mama. But that definitely gave. Let me do this for clout because everybody knows that you don't even live in that area. So what you think, whoever was to possibly show up, you think they gonna wait for you to get there? Hold on, y'all. What he my bad, y'all. Aaron was talking to me. What he think they gonna wait for him to get there? Like, hold on. What she gonna do? Call. Hold on. Let me call my baby daddy because he wanna meet y'all. And they gonna wait for him to get there? Now I could see if they was living together and he make a post like that, it would make more sense. Like, y'all show up at our house, this was gonna happen. Pop, 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 pop. Cause that's what pew, 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 pew. Show up if you want to. This is what gonna happen to y'all if y'all show up. Pew, 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 pew. Child, people been getting doxxed in this saga since the saga started. Where has he been? Her address didn't been put out. Damn near everybody address then been put out in this sector. Okay? Like, sir, you are 2 years too late. 2 years. Matter of fact, she doxed RH. How many of y'all remember that? She doxed RH. She was mad because people were literally talking about her and she was blaming RH for everything that people were saying on social media. So she decided to dox him, talk about Robert Lee Hampton and such address, da 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 da. Leave me the hell alone. She posted it and tried to hurry up and delete it, but everybody caught it. I still got that receipt too. I'm so weak, y'all. Like, he need to go sit down, sir. Go sit down. If anything, get them boys. Get them boys. Help your baby mama out. You really want to do something? Help her with them cheering for real, and not just for fake on social media. Because every mother needs a break when it comes to cheering. Okay, if you really wanna prove that you're active in this and that, take them boys. Take them. If she asking you to take them, take them. That's how you can show that you really about that real fatherhood game. Other than that, you need to have several seats. If they ain't already with them, because I've seen a few people saying, um, she just been posting with her and the girls and the twins, so they might already be with him. You never know, child. You never know. But he need to go sit down. Sleepy, why you didn't see Ja nostril when he punched your son in the chest? That's y'all. That's how you know it's not real. Because the issues that been had in this saga, and he was real quiet. Real quiet. Now you got a lot to say. That it behooves me. Like when because I remember very vividly, very clearly, and y'all probably do too, when uh early on, a lot of people was inboxing him, reaching out to him, letting him know. Ooh, don't put that tablet loud. No, you gonna have to. Okay. A lot of people was reaching out to him, letting him know, like, hey, uh, Janashas did this to your son, or this is going on, or your kids are being around a Bruce, or they was inboxing him left and right, like they was hitting him up, and he was on some. I believe my baby mama. My baby mama never said nothing happened or nothing was wrong, so I'm gonna take her word for it. And I FaceTime my cheering every day. I know what's going on, right? So that was his attitude, y'all. Until she come out here December 2024, a couple months ago, she came out here herself and exposed that she was in an abusive relationship. Did Sleepy ever respond or react to that? Nope. Nope. He just kept moving and pushing and gyrating just like how he been doing. Going after RH, antagonizing RH. Nothing about your nostrils. Now, and that's how you know is about clout and motion, because your baby mama is no longer with her ex-husband. All they have to do is co-parent, and they can't even get that together, child. Okay, because she's so bitter. But she's in a whole new relationship where she herself has came out publicly and let the world know that this man choked her, spit on her, tried to trip her going into the doctor's office, left her outside big and pregnant. What else, y'all? He's very disrespectful. All of those things. We didn't see text. She basically validated all the text messages and left some stuff out. Because I remember when she did the very slow that down, Hal. What I just told you. You won't go in your room and try to get off my live. I remember when she did the very first live exposing him, Janash was y'all. And that's because he was in other females' DMs and stuff like that. That was the live where we first found out about him flicking boogers. No, Mixed Styles first put that booger stuff out. But that was the live where she said she was filling up his gas tank and stuff. So, who would y'all? I never put gas. I take that back. I take that back. I did that one time. I did that one time as a gift. A gift. Because as women, we used to men putting gas in our vehicle. Like I'm used to that. I am used to that. That happens. That's to me that comes natural. Your man take your car and go fill it up or whatever. So I did it one time in my whole life as a gift. Like let me, this man already got everything. What could I possibly do? That could, be like let me show you that I really care or whatever. Because men not used to that. They not used to women. Well, Janash's is, but most men most men not used to that. So I did that for my fiance. I fill his tank up one time and I got his car washed and something else I did. I think that was for Father's Day one year. Maybe so. I can't remember y'all. But to be putting gas in a man car, that is crazy. Like how a man even fix his mouth to ask a woman for gas. You doing bad when you need a woman to put you some gas. Like that's the lowest of the low. That is crazy to me. But anyways, child and lost my point. But that was that live that she did, y'all. And also in that live that damn, hold on, y'all. So my bad, because her and that tablet is distracting me. So that live was a live, the very first live LaOnya did exposing Janasha. But I feel like she didn't go in on them. She kind of did, but not the way she did in December or on the live where well that was December too, where she was saying she bought him a 10K ring. But she was like, it's so much more that I'm not sharing because it's not for the world to know every single thing. That's what she said in that live. That was the initial live, y'all. So I was like, she even in December she didn't share everything because you could be impulsive and overly emotional and put a lot of your business out here, but you still ain't gonna tell every single thing. Like the most embarrassing things, you gonna keep to yourself, even with being overly impulsive. So it's a lot that she still hasn't said as far as what happened to her son. She didn't come out here and say it. Third party did though. People that she told it to, a few people that she told it to came out and spoke on it. But think about it. She'll never come out here and tell the world what her kids endured at the hands of Janashos, at his hands or his mouth, because it's very disrespectful. Because then she can't come back from that. Because there is not one woman on this internet that is going to sit there, and I don't even think her supporters. And y'all know they take a lot. Like they co-sign, enable, and be delusional behind a whole lot. But when it comes to kids, if she was to come out here and let the world know what Janashus did, whether it be at his hands or his mouth, when it comes to her children, ain't nobody letting that slide. Nobody. Nobody. Because that really speaks to a woman's character. It's one thing for a woman to allow herself to go through certain things at the hands of a man. You know, we all been there. But it's another thing for you as the protector of your kids. It's your job. Once you start having kids, it's your job to protect them. Nobody else but you. Even though other people, protect your kids, your mama, whatever, your daddy, auntie, or whatever, but not like a mother. So allowing somebody in your home to do certain things to your children is that's a whole nother level. a whole nother level. And that's something you can't come back from. And I hope she keeps that in mind because, even though you didn't put it out on the internet, you didn't speak on what your kids endured. I can tell when y'all remember when she made that post talking about, it's one thing to have to heal my heart, but it's another thing to have to heal the hearts of my kids or the broken hearts of my kids. And that was after her and Janashos had broke up. So I was thinking to myself, like, that's definitely subliminal, but it's the fact that you even have to heal your kids' heart. Because we as mothers are supposed to shield our kids from our heartbreak. And I ain't gonna say we make mistakes as mothers, but it's your job to shield your children from as much as you possibly can once while they're kids. You don't want them to grow up too fast, and you don't want to have certain influences over them that could literally paint their path to adulthood. Like boys thinking that it's okay for men to put their hands on women. Girls thinking it's okay for a man to put his hands on her or call her out her name. That all of that, the mistakes that we make as mothers in allowing certain behaviors to go down around our kids is literally shaping their path to adulthood. Kids are a product of their environment. They have to be raised into adults. They have to be taught right from wrong. So when you doing a whole lot of wrong in front of your kids, guess what? They gonna think that wrong is okay, and it's not cool. It's not cool at all. Like who wants that for their kids, bruh? And this is why I see why a lot of people saying she needs to get some help. Help is definitely needed, but it's hard to get help when you have so many enablers. When it's a bunch of grown elderly women enabling behaviors and paying for mistakes, thinking that they can pay their way out of certain situations. Take, for instance, the custody situation, right? You got grown women donating big dollars to that GoFundMe, knowing doggone well this girl has a pattern of behavior, knowing doggone well the signs are there for mental instability. The signs are there. Overwhelming behaviors. Like you could tell in the content that she's putting out that she's overwhelmed. It could possibly also be postpartum depression. So the fact that grown women are literally, and when I say paying for behaviors, meaning y'all donating to this GoFundMe when y'all you never know what y'all could be paying for, what that money could be going behind when in all actuality, based on the behaviors we witness, baby girl needs to be with her daddy at this moment. Now I'm not saying for the rest of her life, but what's wrong with a break when you can see that it's a lot of overwhelming behaviors going on? It's clearly some postpartum depression. And even though she ain't coming out here and physically saying certain things, we can see that her hands is full and it's very overwhelming. Even though she asks for it, she asks for all these cheering, but at the end of the day, only a fool couldn't see that Janashos is not 100% present. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Let's drink some water. Only a fool could see that. Because at the end of the day, when that girl is doing videos where she's trying to feed two babies, and why? Why do you have to feed two babies when it's two parents? Okay? Yes, twins are a handful, but it's two parents. He ain't got no 9 to 5. Hey, Harmony, the birthday girl is in the live. Hey, sister. He ain't got no 9 to 5. Where is he at? And y'all remember before she lied and said, "Oh, he's this is the best parenting. I wouldn't rather be on this parenting journey with nobody else." And then came back out and said, "He's been my biggest stressor this entire pregnancy." So we already know that you can't believe what she say. Because how we go from I wouldn't pick nobody else to go on this parental journey with me to he's been my biggest stressor. How we go from that to that? Even though we on this side already knew that, we had been saying it, but nobody wanted to believe us. Hey, Queen Iris. Nobody wanted to. Hey, I'm forever chosen. Sherilyn. Nobody wanted to believe us, y'all. When we was putting out the tea, before the tea was actually validated, nobody wanted to believe as if, and this is the crazy part. Certain people were saying, "Oh, them text messages is fake," and "Oh, child," the fact that y'all would even think that Dawn, little old Dawn, would be able to create hundreds of fake messages is beyond the fact. The fact that y'all would even think that is crazy. Like I don't, I don't believe that they actually thought that. I think they were just saying that because they knew it was real and they didn't want to acknowledge the fact that they were real. But ain't no way people was really believing that Dawn created all those fake messages. Like, really? You would have to damn near be Einstein to align those messages the way that they were aligned. So she really created hundreds of messages, had time to create hundreds of messages responding back and forth. Like, what? Even the group chat message, child by child, the fact that she was in close company with this person should have told people, well, duh, clearly there are some messages there. They were in the same house at some point. They were cool at some point. That's the crazy part. Like, what? Let me see what y'all saying. Okay, let's see what we at. Alicia say he playing his cards right. I mean, he playing his cards too. He's sitting in the bushes waiting to see RH move. Her unfit to get custody are his kids at no cost. Booger Boy scared of that child support. I am her say, imagine trying to flex on your ex-husband by having babies with a broke ninja, and now you're overwhelmed and raising twins on your own. Imagine that. Because listen, that is crazy. Um, Scorpio Sting say, I honestly don't think she has a movie coming out with Booker Boy. I really believe she put that video out because she put his movie. Wait, because he put his movie out tagging Drew. He didn't even post their movie. I think it is a movie. I think it is because it was actually the movie. If you remember, he posted the clips for that movie first, y'all. He brought her on to that. They needed an extra. So I forgot the name of that, whatever the name of that movie is, but he was the first one to post the behind the scenes and the clips of it first. So I believe it, it take a while for, even though they're showing like behind the scenes BTS and stuff like that, though movies take a good while to come out. Like sometimes movies don't get released till once they wrap up 6 months to a year later, sometime longer than that, because they have to do a lot of editing and stuff like that. So, well, it depends on how bootleg it is, also. But I believe she got a little role in there because they needed an extra. I don't think she got paid for it. I honestly believe that they need an extra, and because she likes public validation, she did it. Like I don't care if I ain't get paid. I'm gonna be on TV. So, let me see. Sierra said, I think once she allowed him to once she allowed him to play with Momotu Robert, he decided his fatherhood and most definitely announcing the pregnancy in front of his mother. That stamps it. Did she forget he her only child? Oh, that's interesting. Star said it's that GoFundMe money plus what she been paying him to do her dirty work because she can't talk about step nor truth, so he's getting paid. I believe that. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, y'all hit the like button and help. If y'all can contribute to my little super chat goal, contribute and support it. If you can't, just run them likes up. Scorpio seems I got a story to tell, and that's all she will ever be an extra. Listen, listen, them days is over, child. Them days, you know that I feel like that big run where y'all gotta think about it. At one point, Facebook was paying content creators 30 to 100K a month. Man, I would need somebody to carry me to the ER. If I had to go from that income to zero, knowing you'll never like who would have thought? And I know they probably didn't think that that was going to end like that money was going to stop. But you know, when it's too good to be true, when you making a bag like that, eventually it, especially on social media. I feel like ain't nothing guaranteed on social media. Eventually, it all has to come to an end. That's how I look at it. But that is crazy, especially when you know, I'd feel better if I know I was making that and I actually invested some of it. Like I bought a couple houses here and there, bought some property, you know, I own my vehicles and stuff like that. I got college tuition saved up, savings accounts for the kids. But if you at a point where you don't have nothing to show for that money, man, that's that hurt. That's that hurt, y'all. That's crazy, yo. Hey, Keisha. That is crazy. Whew. Just thinking about it. And I ain't even the one in that situation. Like, wow. But I just the whole aspect of her announcing on her YouTube live the other day that she's willing to let the other kids go stay. But if y'all remember, that seed was planted what 2 years ago when she put out her just being like on your show. The first episode when she was having a conversation with the kids, she was like, if y'all ever wanted to go stay with y'all dad, I wouldn't be mad. I told y'all Janaka's been trying to push them cheering out the door, even before the twins came. Okay? Not even him, not just him, but her too. But that seed been planted. So to have that conversation on your show 2 years ago to now you acting like you want the opinion from your supporters of what they would do in that situation is crazy when it's already documented that you told them kids if they wanted to go stay with their daddy, you wouldn't be mad. So now it's like, what would y'all do? Because I don't know. Like I've had them all their life, and you know I don't want to seem. I seem like a bad mom. Like you don't care what them people say, ma'am. You want them cheering gone, okay? Thank you, Nene. Thank you for that blessing, my love. You want them cheering gone. Nana Karen saying Facebook is taking a lot of pages. I watched the last couple of days. Yup. They ain't playing no more. They are not playing. So I couldn't even get on that Facebook wave, y'all. It takes too much to get paid. Like you gotta have 10,000 followers and ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to be doing all that. YouTube is way easier to get monetized. Period. Hey Tyrese with the T, you say so is Johnny Boy the reason she didn't put a motion in for custody case with RH? Well, here's the thing, y'all. Like I explained the other day, I personally, well, let me not say that. She still got a couple days to counter. Okay, the court date is June 3rd. I don't know if she could still turn in paperwork. I'm not sure because I could have sworn I seen something where it says they had a deadline for the paperwork, but don't quote me, y'all. I think I seen it. I'm not sure. But the third is quickly approaching. And the fact that on the 20th of this month, she submitted paperwork pro se, which I mean, I broke the definition down and everything. When you submit legal documents pro se, it means that you're representing yourself, no attorney. Google it, okay? For the ones in the back. But that was interesting. And it was like, so the only thing you're going to counter or attempt to counter is the judgment. What about the other stuff? Like, but to be honest, I don't know what she could counter contempt him with at this point. The way he locked in with it and was playing chess, standing on big big. It's like, to be honest, what could she counter contempt him with, y'all? What has he done? Not what they accused him of, but what has he done that is actually valid for contempt? It's easy to say, oh, you putting a battery in them people back. You putting a battery in them CCs back and them bloggers back and the supporters. You can say that, but that don't make it true. And that's why I be telling people, like, people say stuff all the time, but just because they say it does not make it true. Gotta know the difference between opinion and a fact. Even though you got some people that's real, real good at gaslighting that present their opinion as facts. But no, no. To be honest, she don't have nothing on him. I remember her saying, "Oh, I'm a prove. I just gotta prove that he putting a battery in these people back." Yeah, you said the right thing. You just gotta prove it because that's not it. That's like everybody that's out here is working for themselves. It's all projection because it's a lot of other people getting batteries putting they back. And they assuming everybody else getting the battery. Child by I could never be controlled. Okay, listen. It's not the boy's choice. That was hers. Yep. Because even in her video, they said they didn't want to go. When she was like, if y'all ever wanted to go and stay with y'all dad, I would understand. I wouldn't be mad, and y'all could come visit and stuff like that. And would y'all like to go stay with y'all dad? And it was like, nope, nope. And then Lala was like, you already know the answers to that. I was like, dang, they ain't playing. Hold on, y'all. That weather is changing. It been stormed outside. It's soaking wet. It been raining all day. Now my voice starting to change. It never fails. Anytime that weather changes, it's starting to get cold. I start getting sick. You say, hey, Miss Michelle, what's up, my love? You say after the situation with RH is over, I cannot wait. Tokyo says she figures she doesn't need an attorney. She thinks RH doesn't stand a chance. Ciao. No, I honestly think she's scared, but I honestly think she's scared. And I think that because she's at like kind of at a rock and a hard place between using the money for an attorney and actually keeping it for herself for her personal use, it's like, what do I do? What do I do? Right? But she also knows that whether she uses it for an attorney or not, her supporters won't care. She's used to getting over on the people, child. So, and they don't care. What do they say? They keep giving. So, you see a sucker lick it. Oh, she only put in motion for 7K and not the TV and all that. Nope. Nope. Well, the thing is, it's not nothing about DV. That's what I've been telling y'all. She never, y'all, the lady was out here doing DV panels, going on news stations, going on podcasts, posting stuff, just dragging this man all over social media as if he had been abusing her physically for 6 years. That's the narrative that was painted. Went to court and it was never brought up. That's exactly why, if you and my members only, then you know. That's exactly why, because I didn't broke it down. He's able to use it against her because it's a lie. Like, how you do all of that for 2 years, but then when you go to court, you don't even mention it. How is he able to use DV against you in court for you defaming him and speaking against his name, which goes against the divorce decree, when you told the world that you was saving your receipts for the judge? I'm confused. Like I ain't gotta prove nothing to y'all no more. Every time I try to prove, every time I put a receipt out, y'all kept saying she lying, she lying, she lying. That's what she said. And then she said, so I stopped trying to prove stuff for them and I started living for myself and I just kept everything for my lawyer and the judge. What? Well, when did you give it to him? Because I ain't see nothing about no DV nowhere and none of that divorce. Nothing, y'all. Nothing, not done. And I got all 18 pages. Okay, it was not mentioned. Um, let me see. Let me go up a little bit. Yes, he said it's cold and raining out there. It's the temperature is changing. I seen on my little weather thing that pop up on my phone. It said that it's gonna be cold over the next 3 days. What makes people sick out here is the fact that the temperature changes so quickly. Like it'll go from hot to cold within a couple hours. That's in that humidity here. So I could tell when the weather changing because my throat starts scratching. Like I start losing my voice a little bit. It start cracking. I'll be like, oh Lord. And it's definitely changed. Been raining all day here, y'all. Yeah, she's scared, trying to hide it. Scorpio say they think they were sheltered with her. They're really going to be sheltered with him. Shaking my head, he doesn't celebrate nothing. And that's why they don't want to go. Well, Lala for sure don't want to go live with him because of that reason. And you got to think about it. When kids are used to celebrating holidays, what kids like it's so granted you have your religious beliefs or whatever, but at the end of the day, if those kids are used to the tag on holidays, like you say, used to Christmas and this and that, why take that away from them? Like, why? See, like with my kids, y'all, okay, we celebrate Christmas and stuff, but it's not so much the whole Santa Claus thing. Like, I'm Santa Claus, okay? And my kids know that. They know mommy is buying them gifts. Ain't no white man getting credit for my my hard earned money and gifts. Okay, my children know make your lists, and it is what it is. Okay, now Ham, when they were smaller, they did believe in Santa Claus, whatever, whatever. But now, no. But like with their grandmother on their dad's side, they don't believe in that. Like they don't celebrate that. They don't celebrate holidays and stuff like that. But what they do is it's always an alternative to do things. My kid's grandmother created their own holiday. Like I think it's the day after New Year or the day before. Wait, not New. I think it's either the day after New Year or the day before New Year's Eve. One of the two. I forgot. I had to ask my son. But they created a whole holiday for their grandchildren to be able to get presents because they don't celebrate Christmas. Tell me that ain't cool. Like who do that? Who create their own holiday? And that's how they do it. And they go, she cook, their grandma cook, and they have a whole feast, child, and they have all these presents. They open up their gifts. So my kids got the best of both worlds. They celebrate Christmas with mommy, and then they go to their people, and their grandma have a whole holiday created for them. Okay, so they ain't missing out on nothing, and that's how it should be done. Like especially when one parent celebrates it and the other one doesn't. Don't neglect your kids because it's too much not going on now, especially when it comes to bullying and all of that. Like, you know, and then look how I say Lala only want to go with her daddy because of it. I remember Dawn saying that when they went to Florida, the boys went with Sleepy and Lala didn't want to go because he don't celebrate certain holidays. Um You said, well, Robert said he has won all the court cases against her, so she's scared. Yup. So far, pretty much everything that worked in his favor. We know what the personal use is. Yeah, but Robert mentioned the DV situation and his contempt, right? Yeah. No, he mentioned her defaming him in the contempt, because it's against their divorce decree for each party to speak negatively against the other party. So, and the crazy part is, they mutually came up with their terms. They mutually came up with their terms, y'all. So, if she had been a bruise, right? If she has actual proof, she could have brought that up in court. Like, let me bring this, let me show the judge this, da, 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 let me bring this up and let the judge know that I will be speaking about this publicly because I endured this, right? But because she didn't have no proof, and it's already been debunked as a lie or whatever, but he can use it, he uses it against her. Like, she's online making defamatory statements saying I abused her, I did this, I did that. That's what's in the document, in some of his contempt. Like, she's still online saying I'll bruise her. She's still online. Y'all, it's crazy. When I seen that, I was like, wow, that's crazy. Hey, Miss Vicky Queen. Yes, going from platform to platform, lying on that man. What happened to that binder full of receipts you think you had? I remember that, and I still have that receipt too. She was in the car, and she had a stick on her face, if I'm not mistaken. She was pregnant too, and she showed a big old pink binder, like, "Ladies, keep your receipts and da 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 and da 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 da, because you never know. You need to document everything." Clearly, you ain't that. It was white copy paper because none of that was useful. If anything, Janash better watch out because he gonna be the one. She definitely prepared when it come to him. Definitely prepared. Let me see. Hey, loving my curves. I see those boys rebelling on their arse. Hey, Miss Christine. Alice say the government has created all these holidays and play it how they want to, laugh out loud. Scorpio Sting say, and she could have gotten alimony if he abused her. Facts. Yep, if she could have proved it under the Cruel Treatment Act, but she couldn't. But let the world know, I got this receipt, I got that receipt, I got this audio, I got that audio. Child. And this is why I keep saying the court of public opinion is totally different from the real court, y'all. Totally different. And that's why that man is able to come out here and say he's not worried about, social media per se, because he's winning in court. Where's the lie? Like, where's the lie? And that's the crazy part. Even though court of public opinion makes, you kind of want them on your side, because especially when you're an influencer and your livelihood is on social media, that's the most unfortunate part about it. She was able to come out here and ruin that man's name with no consequences. That's crazy. Well, outside of ruining her own platform, because they pretty much both in the same shoes when it comes to social media. Even though I feel like RH gonna always have that one up because he been doing it so long. He's the teacher. Hey, Arthur Danette, sister, love you. I ain't seen you in a minute, a hot minute. Well, no, I take that back. I seen you in a lot the other day. I seen you, girl. Epiphany by Tiffany says Epiphany. I said that wrong. Yeah, I think she's gonna try to make a real example out of the boy. She already did. That's how you know he's in it for money, because I've never seen a man who will stay with a woman who bruised his ego to that magnitude and almost took his livelihood. Y'all know for a fact, right? We've been watching this go down since it first happened back in October 2022. The crazy part is Janash got with this woman. People were trying to warn him early on. You had people all in his comments, all in his DMs, telling him, "Hey, you better watch out. Look what she doing to her husband. You better watch out. Look what she doing to her husband." Child, this man seen everything play out, y'all, and still fell for the okie doke and got the exact same thing to happen to him. The only difference is RH took the heat from it. He took the biggest of the smoke. And you can't cry wolf on social media twice. So what happened is, by the time it got to Janash's, and people then started debunking majority of her, well, all of her lies, nobody really believed it when it came to Janash's. Even with receipts, they was like, well, She coming out here, one minute she's saying this happened, the next minute she apologizing for it. The next minute she's taking accountability. So people like, well, what's really going on? You know? So that's why Janashas didn't get hit as hard as RH did. Because he's the second man. Third, actually. Sleepy is number one. Sleepy didn't get any because when she exposed him, and now I'm really starting to believe that it's some lies to it, especially after that record came out where he put charges on her. How ironic is that, y'all? That is crazy. Because it's like, you say I got new work hours. Okay, my love. Booger Boy is gonna get it good. Best believe she's up her game. Yep. Stay with her and she got all that bull going on and Bass his name. Facts. Laonia and Booger Boy probably had something on each other. That's possible. Huh. For the twins. But it okay, when I think about Sleepy now, y'all, it's like uh the only thing we knew about that situation is what we seen on those old videos. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Chosen, my love. Anybody want to bless me monetarily? Y'all know the cash app, $ Lupac one. Thank you, my love. And support my goal, y'all. Support your girl's goal, okay? I told y'all I set a goal for myself this month, and I'm almost at it. Okay, I'm so proud of myself. I almost reached my goal, but I need y'all to support my goal, okay? Anyway, um, help your girl out. Help your girl out. If you enjoying this content, the tea I be giving, help your girl out with her goal. Okay? Anyways, so all we knew is what she put out on, and to be honest, I don't even know who was the first person to expose that sleepy video from TikTok, y'all. That's the crazy part. Who, anybody know how that was even found? Maybe it was sincerely yours. Maybe it was her because it is on her TikTok. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you, my love. Um, Maybe it was sincerely yours who was the first one to put it out because that's where a lot of people get a lot of their receipts. Wait, hold on, y'all. Um, on a charger. Yeah, that's where they get a lot. A lot of bloggers get a lot of receipts from the sincerely yours page because that was, she was in it early on in the saga, like the very beginning. So that's probably where the video came at from Sleepy, right? So, but my thing is, when she did that video, nobody knew who she was. When that video was, she was out here. She was with RH when she did it, but she wasn't like how as known as she is now. If that makes sense. So it didn't get the outrage that everything else is getting. So he kind of dodged a BLU. I mean a BULLET. He kind of dodged, right? Um, and then now that we look at it, and it's been exposed that he put charges on her for harassment and communicating teas through electronic whatever. It's like what really happened? It's starting to give that she's the aggressor in all of these relationships. Like we'll never know the truth, the entire truth when it comes to the sleeping situation, because neither one of them gonna speak it. When they did their little co-parent episode, they didn't want to speak on the past, right? But it's just the fact that like nobody said that. Like, how is it that you claim to be the victim in all these situations, but you the one catching the charges? And if RH would have pressed charges on her, she would have had charges with him too. That's the crazy part. So it's like, what is going on, child? What is really going on? So I don't know, y'all. That's crazy. But I also believe that when it comes to Sleepy, I also believe that he did do something. And the reason why I say this is because somebody had went in his comments under one of his ridiculousness lives, right? The Bible study lives or whatever. Somebody went in his comments and was saying something about the pit bull situation and the throwing her against the wall while she was pregnant, da, da, da. And he responded and said, everybody has a past. You know, you apologize, you forgive, and you move on. Da, da, da. That was his response. So I'm like, that basically told me that he did what she said. Now that's not taken away from the fact that I believe she did a lot too, especially after watching that co-parenting live they did. She told on herself because in that live she was like, "I was crazy, wasn't I, Sean?" And then she said, she asked him something else. You don't think I was difficult? And he was like, not now, not now. And then she tried to explain what he meant by that. But the fact that she was speaking on her, behavior a little bit, like by saying I was crazy. Ooh, I came a long way, huh? That told me that she probably started a lot of the itch. And he was a cheater. Both, she said he was a cheater. And it's obvious because he got at least three baby mamas that have kids around the same age. So that tell you he was juggling at least three of his baby mamas all at one time. So that's interesting. That's real interesting. He had an order of protection against her. Yep, yep. That's crazy. Pac, just know I'm so thankful for your channel. It's calm, cool, and collective. Thank you, Gemini Rising. I appreciate you, my love. I try to be y'all, try to keep y'all away from the drama, keep it on the content or whatever. It's hard even though people be tempting you to say stuff, but y'all know I don't try to do my content and I get off here. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got no time for it, baby. Okay? None. But it's just crazy. And then this other guy, the Candace Barnes that Latay found out about or whatever. And then she put charges on him. How ironic is it that he had like what 50 something charges if I'm not mistaken, and LaOnya put a Bruce or assault charges on him, and they were dismissed. So all of his charges stuck except for the charges that she put. That is crazy. Yeah. What is going on? I'm like, wow, that is crazy, y'all. So that's four. I wouldn't be surprised if it's some other men too that's in this equation that just ain't made it to the internet. Cause whoo, child, that's some crazy work. Hey, discussion board. You said when he's supposed to put those dogs on her and those kids, he was married. Yep. Cause she said on the video, she said, he did that because he was trying to prove to his wife that my kids wasn't his. Why would a woman say that, y'all? Why would a man need to prove to his wife that kids aren't his if those kids were had before he got with his wife? So common sense will tell you that he had to have been fooling around, fooling. Listen, he was playing the field, baby. Okay, and that's why I think her and the wife don't see eye to eye. I think that's why the wife don't have. Listen, she don't want no parts. I can pretty much bet she on this type of time. You deal with your baby mama, and I'ma deal with being your wife. Like keep me out of that. Handle her accordingly. Okay, that's what it gives. That's what it gives. You say my dumb self dipped away and baby woo, heartbroken woo. I could only imagine. Does that auto protection still exist because she can't go to his house? I highly doubt it because auto protections only last a year, and then you can renew them. Well, from my knowledge, they last a year, but I think you can renew them. But most people, once you order to stay away from a person from a year for a year, they don't bother them no more. So that's probably why they got it like that. But I'm pretty sure it expired. It expired because even though I think she stayed away from his house because of the wife. If the last time you been to his house, he sick pit bulls on you to prove to his wife that them cheering wasn't his, then think about it, y'all. Think about it. The wife probably done told him like, you can go get them cheering at the gas station, but she ain't coming here. You ain't coming here. So I don't know, child. You say she's clearly the problem, shaking my head. She's dangerous. She was probably jumping fences and the dog went after her. Listen, it's just so hard to believe that a man would sick a pit bull on a woman and her kids at the door, regardless of the situation. Like, who the hell does that? And I personally believe that it was done to her. I think she was cutting up because if you notice when she was giving her story time, she was like, we're gonna have to break this down, y'all. I'm gonna have to play the actual video and we'll break it down. But when she was giving her story time, she was missing, like you could tell like chunks of the story was missing, right? Because it was like, how you go from that to that? How you go from, oh, I ain't never seen him again to that one day I showed up at his house and he tried to sick a pit bull to prove to the wife that like what happened before that? Why did you just show up to his house? I don't know nobody else is gonna show up to a man's house they ain't seen in a long time, daddy or not knowing the circumstances. So it's a lot that she left out in that story time that made you think like, it's missing some context, baby. That's why it's always three sides to every story. Because you will never get the complete truth out of one person. So I don't know, y'all. But anyways, you say remember the football player Lupac that she accused her record. She accused that wasn't true. That wasn't true. I remember that, but me and Sweet Ma debunked that early on in the saga, y'all. That wasn't true. That situation wasn't true. Because um if you know, you know, but let's just say there are two Laonias. Well, let me not call it the girl Laonia, but there are two B battles, exact same name, and that's from the exact same city, right? But the other one is older. She's like 5, 6 years older than Laonia. We learned of that early on. So that whole football player story, I think that was the other girl because even with the records, the other B battle, she has a very extensive criminal history. So I'm gonna just say that because there was a lot of confusion early on where people was like, well, dang, is that's where the whole oh I think she's older than what she actually is came from. But it's an actual girl that has the exact same name as her that's from her city with a crazy criminal history. Yep. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Lanika. Thank you for that support, my love. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get up off here. My eyes is squinting. That's how tired. My eyes fighting to look. This is why I don't do late lives because I start getting sleepy. I ain't got no coffee right here. I had my coffee from Harmony Live, and that could be it too because I was on her live for what 2 hours. So looking at that screen, y'all, my eyes are starting to squint. They getting tired. But I'll be back tomorrow because I told y'all I set a goal for myself this month, and I gotta reach this goal. Because anytime I set a goal for myself, I go out my way to accomplish it. I'm one of those people. I'm a perfectionist. So I will be back tomorrow with another one. I don't know what's gonna be the topic. We'll see because y'all know it ain't too much going on with this court date coming up, baby. Okay? So we'll see what's gonna happen tomorrow. It's a whole lot going on, but y'all know I don't dibble and dabble in the drama. So that will never be a topic on my platform. Unless I gotta check somebody real quick, but that ain't gonna happen too often either. But anyways, I love y'all. You see, I sound tired. I am like my eyes is closing on their own. That's how I know I'm tired. I keep squinting at the screen. But I will be back tomorrow, y'all. I'm gonna run this outro. Y'all can chat till it's over. I love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the booth where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said she got it, if you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Blue Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes. No brakes.